Hello, this is Jeff from Steve41 Gaming, and it's been a long time since the last Smite video, so, well, I said I'd do Aries, so here's Aries. Now, the god builder I got for him is basically based around your basic Aries build. That is to get as much cooldown as fast as you can, and to basically ult as often as you can while also doing decent damage. So first we gotta choose a focus here, nothing special, just mainly going for that cooldown reduction with some power, mana, and movement speed. Next we got Breastplate of Valor because everybody loves more cooldown reduction. And we also got physical protection, mana. And then we got Mail of Renewal, where we got health, that final 10% to max out our cooldown reduction, and plus 10 HP. I can never tell if that's a 5 or an S, but basically it gives you more health per second. And then we got a nice passive. Actually, I think that's new. I don't remember that. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Next, we got Void Stone. And we got that gives us some magical protection, some magical power, and also that really nice aura to reduce magical protection of enemies within 55 units by 20. Now we've got Heartward Amulets for more magical protection and some more health, and of course an aura for your allies to give them magic protection, mana per second. And then finally we have Mystical Mail to give us a ton of physical protection, a ton of health, and then the aura to deal magic damage per second to enemies that are close by. And of course, first you want Blink. You want Blink first, because that's how Aries can blink in an ult. And then you want Purification, just because Purification is Purification, and it can help you out. And then I've got the normal default god builder, which I think is perfectly fine. So for those of you who don't know, we're just going to get into gameplay here soon, but I'll go over the abilities real quick. We got Blessed Presence, so each completed aura item gives him 30 additional magic power, so those two aura items work well with that. Now we've got Shackles, which is basically his chain. I'm sure everybody's seen the chain before. It's a very, very, very OP, so feel free to go ahead and use that. And then we got Bolster Defenses, which basically bolsters your allies' protections and CC, reduces CC. And then also, it gives you a bonus if you use it when you're shackling somebody. And then we've got his fire that comes out of his shield, just burns everyone, and combine it with your shackles and you get some nasty damage later in the game. And then we've got the almighty famous Aries ult, where he pulls everyone in around him, and also does a good bit of damage too. But let's get into how to play Aries. It's not too difficult. Alright, so playing Aries is about as straightforward as you can get. Basically with this build, we're going for max CC, max CC, max cooldown reduction. You're going to ult as often as you can. Basically, ult on cooldown, or when enemies are grouped up. Don't just, jump in and pull one person. Try and get 3 or 2 is the minimum, but 3 or 4, 3 and above is where you really want to be. And if you can get 4 or 5, then you're money. But the idea is to basically try and beat the beads cooldown as fast as humanly possible. So you can just keep pulling people over and over. Obviously, Aries works best if you have mages on your team that can just hammer the people you pull with everything they've got. Basically, a Cuckoo, Poseidon, even Bellona can be pretty good. The most ridiculous combo, though, might just be with Odin. If you have an Odin on your team when you have Aries, and then have like one mage, a Poseidon, or a Cuckoo, you've basically already won. Is by far the most OP combo in Smite is to have Aries, Odin, and like one or two other mages. Uh, so if you basically just shackle people and fire them when your ult's on cooldown, just poke people. If you can pull a team fight, just be careful since you might not have your ult yet. But getting into one right before your ult, like when your ult is at 3 or 4 on its cooldown, can work really well. Like, go pull a couple people, start a fight, then once your teammates join in, wait a couple seconds, then ult, because then they might have already popped some beads, so you could get them right after their beads go away and just absolutely destroy them after you pull probably 3 or 4 people. But Aries, that's pretty much how you play him. Like I said, he's pretty straightforward. He's definitely not hard to play. He just is responsible for some of the most OP comps in Smite in the arena mode, and he is always a real pain to play against when the team is well coordinated, because he can be downright game breaking when used correctly. But that's how to play Aries. So I'll see you with the next Smite video, and who knows, and I'll be covering someone. Thanks for watching.